What's up, YouTube? Nick K here, and I am so sorry for not posting. Um, I'm in my quarter life crisis. I'm 25, and I've just been kind of dealing with different things, different oceans and avenues of life coming together at once, some going, some leaving, and it's been a good time, but I'm ready to dial in, locking the F in. And what I mean by that is I want to bring more content to you guys when it comes to video recording. I want to bring food, philosophy, fitness. Um, I think religion's important, but I don't know if I can preach about that because I'm not the best Christian out there. Um, but yeah, I think all that stuff's super cool. I've also spent the last 2 years off work to pursue this, and I cared so much about the opinions of others that I let it drown out my own vision, and I became scared. Like, I literally got yelled at by a lady at the gym for video recording when she wasn't in it, but she came out, flipped out on me, and the workers, they handled it all right, but they said I couldn't video record in the gym, and I was just kind of tilted after that. It was actually traumatizing. Like, I literally could not bring in a camera anywhere in the gym. Like, I'd get super in my head about it. But yeah, I spent the last 2 years playing league, lollygagging, and lifting, and I'm ready to just get dialed. So, with that being said, I have signed up for a bodybuilding competition that is in 38 days. It is called the INBA Amateur in Utah, in Springfield. So, August 23rd is the date for that. So, I have 38 days to cut down. I'm currently a mean whopping 167 pounds, and I hope to get down to maybe 157 ish, maybe. I don't know. The current protocol right now is using my Fitness Pal and eating 2,000 calories a day. We're going to see how that goes. My current BMR, basal metabolic rate, is, I want to say, around 3,000 calories. So if I do 2,000, I'll lose 10 pounds within that 38 days. If I do 2,500, like eat 2,500 calories, then that will be like 5 pounds in the next 38 days. So I think hopefully that math is right. Hopefully. If I look back and after this footage and that math does not add up, I'm going to be laughing my ass off. Anyways, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty chill. And yeah, I want to bring you guys more content. Um, Also, don't be scared of your dreams because everyone's going to fucking doubt them. Your parents, you, your siblings, whatever. My parents are great. I'm just saying, like, in general, like, people will always doubt you. I let my self doubt get in the way of my own fucking vision and my wants for the last 2 years. And I literally bought like 10 grand worth of video recording equipment, drones, like including like a new MacBook laptop, lenses, a GoPro, specifically Osmo Action 4, great camera, a DSLR mirrorless camera, Sony ZV-10, and I spent all that money and I didn't use it for 2 years, guys. Like it's so dumb. Like I used to do door to door sales. I used to sell people shit they don't want at their door, and I really did not give an F what people thought of me. And it's so dumb to think I give an F what people think because I'm so nervous to be in front of a camera. But with that being said, that's just a little tangent. To pursue your goals, just know that everyone's so worried about themselves that don't you shouldn't be worried about them worrying about you. So there's that. Um, yeah, the main goals for this competition, this bodybuilding prep, deliver content, post every day. I'm mainly posting on TikTok because that's where I do not have a lot of followers, and I think that's where I can be the most unfiltered. I'm trying to post on Instagram. You know what? Stop being a freaking wuss. Post videos on YouTube, post videos on TikTok, post videos on Instagram. every day. That's the goal. Also, I want to track all my food to really get an idea of how deep I am into the cut. But yeah, I really want to jumpstart this YouTube, and for the longest time, I've doubted myself. And I would say like the biggest YouTubers I've watched were like Christian Guzman, Max Tuning, all those guys. And I love bodybuilding. Not that I've necessarily done a competition, but I used to wrestle, so I used to cut then. I used to do self cuts just to shred up. I've never competed before, but I think it'll be fun. So I'm in the best shape I've ever been in my life, kind of. And I'm not getting any younger. So if my physique only goes downhill from here, may as well just compete. Um, yeah, so I'm excited. If you guys want to see more specific content, let me know. I plan on doing, like, the food part's not going to be too exciting because I'm going to be in a cut. So I'm going to be eating, like, very basic stuff. Um, Probably not smoking a bunch of meat on my Traeger anymore for like a month, which is kind of a bummer. It's such a bummer because eating food. I don't mean to sound like a person, like a foodie person, but like I think eating food is such a spiritual experience. Like you are literally what you eat, and I'm kind of bummed because the next 38 days, I'm gonna be eating food for calories rather than the experience. And if you guys don't know me, I am addicted to smoking meat on a Traeger. It is so awesome. But anyways, I've been rambling for too long. Life has been chilling. I used to grind, and then I took 2 years off my life. That's freaking stupid to think about. 2 years of my life wasted away playing League of Legends, being an unemployed piece of shit. Um, no, it was a good time. I hung out with family a bunch, traveled a bunch. I drank a lot with my friends, which is just a phase, hopefully. Um, yeah, it's been good experiences, and I did all that unpaid, so I think that's the biggest thing that's been getting to me. Um, is not really like I'm not worried about money, but later down the road, I told myself I'd be willing to go broke to pursue the shit that I want to do. And the reason why I say that is I've been broke and unhappy in college, and I've been broke and I've been happy. Okay, um, that led me to okay. Time out. I've been broke and I've been unhappy. Okay, I've been rich and I've been unhappy. And when I had money, I basically did door to door sales. So it was multi level marketing kind of. You recruit people, bring them in. Super dope experience. Except I just realized that I was selling people on a vision, and the reason why my mind thinks about that job like that is, I worked for two companies. I love them both. The first company was working with some of my best friends. Worked with them for 2 years, had a good team, and then I left, and then they sued me, and then that just really messed with my head mentally and all that because like I love my friends, and I think the most things I love on this earth are the relationships with my friends, and that I basically joined another company and they treated me awesome as well, but it left a void in my heart, and so I left that job, and it literally felt like so political, and I told myself that I'm doing door to door sales right now, and my dream is getting bought for this certain amount of money, which is my paycheck. If my dream can get bought for over six figures, it makes sense why some politicians can get bought for millions or billions of dollars. But if my dream can get bought, that make me no different than a politician. And so realizing that I had money and I was unhappy, I was basically an unhappy politician. And so I told myself, and I'm kind of scared to tell myself this because it doesn't always work out like a Disney movie, but I'd be willing to spend the next couple years off figuring out what I want to do, and no matter how long it takes, I'd be willing to go broke. So now that I think about it, I guess it's always been a part of the plan, but it makes me feel like a lazy piece of shit that I spent the last 2 years, like a good amount of time. I did fun stuff, productive stuff, but wasting it on League of Legends, I don't know. That's just like the productivity maxer in me coming out. Regardless, I'm grateful for the last 2 years because it has been giving me time to focus on what I want to do. And honestly, it's been much needed. Um, God will take you from the highs. You gotta stay humble in the highs, and then God will help you in the lows. And that's one big thing too. The last 2 years, I was raised religious, but I've started picking up the Bible. Look at that Bible, study Bible, as a camera stand. Um, I started reading the Bible again, which was pretty cool. Reading it front to back now at my age and actually comprehending it has been a whole different perspective. I want to shout out to George Jankos and Johnny Chang for reinvigorating the light of the Lord within my heart. Um, yeah, so that's awesome. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I guess it was always a part of the plan, y'all. Um, it's kind of scary to think about it because usually when I like explaining stories, I like to know the beginning and end. But with YouTube, it's kind of hard, like finding and drawing the line between it's basically saying like I'm so scared to voice my goals because I don't know how shit's gonna end up in the end. But that's kind of why I want a video record is because I want to take you guys along the journey, be transparent, and I just want to show that I'm a human too. And if my kids ever look back at this, then I want them to know what I was thinking at age 25. And yeah, I've been talking too long. Long story short, if you guys made it through, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. And simply, don't be afraid to pursue what you want to do. We're all going to die anyways. We're not getting out of this alive. So fuck it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And also, sorry for cussing so much. I should probably stop. Maybe. If you feel like you're wasting your time or you feel like you're not in a good spot in your life, good. That means you're exactly where you are and where you need to be, no matter how you think about it. And yeah, we only got one life. May as well make it count, make it fun. And I hope you guys, if you guys made it this far, then truly I thank you guys because I don't really think I'm that worthy of a person to have their voice heard yet. Um, because I'm such a noob at YouTube. And also, God bless and Godspeed to your endeavors. Cheers.